It's amazing. I'm living in their country and I'm more at home in Pattaya than they are. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Where's the sense? Where is, Harry, be careful there. Where is the sense in that? What? Don't touch it, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Our family takes second place to her family. By the way, mark that down. When you marry a Thai and you have a kid with a Thai, that's your family, obviously. But her family that preceded that, the brothers and the sisters or whatever it may be, that takes precedence over her new family. Believe me. Guys, it's a warm welcome back. Guess where we are today, and guess what we have in store for you. Yes, indeed, we have an audience with the Beer Bandit. Well, it's not just that. We're on the way. We're in Bansang. We're on the way to Pattaya. But my wife, being Thai, she insisted, absolutely insisted, on stopping off here in Bansang. This is where all the Thais go on their vacation, to buy bloody seafood. My God Almighty! It's only 10 o'clock in the morning, and she wants to buy seafood for breakfast. I mean, I'll tell you something, lads. I can eat tinned tuna. I can eat even sardines. But seafood, oh God. Anyway, that's where we are. It's a beautiful spot. And it's a spot that most of us don't get to see because most of us just go to Pattaya, or Pattaya, as the Brits say. But the Beer Bandit's on his way down. I didn't even know. She didn't even tell me. I only got it third hand or second hand when she was on the blower to them. She was sitting in the back of the car on the way down, and she was saying, "What time will you be here?" I can understand a lot more Thai than I can speak. Anyway, the Beer Bandit's coming to the same hotel. It's the Golden Beach Hotel in Pattaya, and as far as I know, she's paying for him and his missus and their grandkid. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this one. It promises to be an absolute belter. I might even buy a few cans of Leo and put them discreetly here and there and see what happens, you see. Because I think we're going to be on the beach tonight to see the fireworks, because the Thais love the fireworks, you know, the Happy New Year and all that baloney. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this one, because this is going to be an absolute belter. Well, you probably guessed it. We just arrived, and guess what? They're more a fish out of water than I am, because you know exactly what this place caters for, and it doesn't cater for Thais who can't speak English. That's for damn sure. So be prepared, lads. I for the first time in my married life, it's amazing. I'm living in their country, and I'm more at home in Pattaya than they are. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So here we are on the 9th floor of the Golden Beach Hotel in Pattaya. And I can tell you, when we cross over to, as they say, Sentan, it's Central. And she even tells me when I correct her, she said it's Prasatai, she said it's Thai. I said it's not Thai, it's written on the bloody wall, Central. Anyway, we were over there having something to eat. I didn't eat that because it wasn't in the humour. But when we crossed the road back over again to come to here, I felt like I was in a foreign country. I really did. Honestly, it feels completely different. This is not the Thailand I'm used to. It's full of bloody foreigners. Anyway, the thing that's really pissing me off, and you'll see this unfold later on in this video, as this video unfolds, her brother's here with his missus. And as you saw there, they were sitting in reception. My wife paid for the room for them. They are traditional Thai. Completely traditional Thai, not a word of English. And they're like, as I said, I wasn't being derogatory there. They are like fish out of water here. Completely. You could tell by him he doesn't know what to be doing. He's the kind of guy who drinks his large bottles of Leo's on the side of the street. He wouldn't be going into a bar. He wouldn't know what to do. So we have to sit on the beach tonight and get pre-ordered deck chairs. The last time we were here 2 years ago, there was 1 million people apparently on the beach. And it'll be the guts of that based on what I can see, the amount of people that are around. And we've got to sit there on our deck chairs underneath our parasols because we don't want to go dark, you know, because they're Thai. And we have to wait for the fireworks. Boo-hoo! Fireworks! Well, who gives a shit? I am not a fireworks person. I never was. And I don't like the idea of queuing up on the beach. Not queuing up, but sitting on the beach all day waiting for this fireworks display. What? Who gives a damn? Who gives a fucking damn? Anyway, it's now 2:20. And we are at the behest of her brother and his wife. We have to wait till they're ready. So we're just sitting in the hotel room and I'm sweating. I'm sweating here, standing talking outside. But I'd rather be outside than in there because I'm just pacing around waiting to go. Me gin is in the boot of the car in the icebox thing with ice and cooling gel things. And I'm going to go to 7 and I'm going to buy myself some mixer and get a plastic cup. I know it's sacrilegious to drink any alcohol out of a plastic cup, but what can you do when you live in a shoe? And I'm going to drink me gin on the beach. And he can go and, if he thinks I'm playing Leo for him. As I said, I might buy 2 Leo, put it in the thing, and I guarantee you, he'll take them. The place is packed. The place is absolutely packed. So it's such a different animal to Bangkok. It's completely different. Well, guys, it's a few hours later. They're all under the bloody parasols, afraid of their life of the sun. I swear to God. I don't understand it. Well, I do understand it. But I'll tell you what I do understand more than that. It's this. This is gin and tonic. And guess what? 7-Eleven in Pattaya sell tonic water. You'd never get that in Bangkok because in Bangkok they don't cater for Farang. Here they cater for Farang. So here we are anyway. The brother, his wife, their grandson are here with the missus. And the missus was absolutely beside herself with friction with me before they came here. And now she's happy with her family. See, the Thais love their families. It's all very family orientated. And our family takes second place to her family. By the way, mark that down. When you marry a Thai and you have a kid with a Thai, that's your family, obviously. But her family that preceded that the brothers and the sisters or whatever it may be, that takes precedence over her new family, believe me. So they're all gathering here. I'm going to move down further here and I'll talk to you a bit more. So I don't know how much you can see, but it's going to go on all night. I swear to God. The fireworks obviously will start at midnight. And it's only, Jesus, it's only 7 minutes past 4. And this is my 4th. How am I going to pace myself? And I've still got something to do online at 8 o'clock. So I'll have to retire to the room, do what I do online for 45 minutes and then come back down here. They're all eating shellfish that isn't even refrigerated. Go figure. Gung. They call it gung. We call it shrimp or prawns. Anyway, I never mentioned this before in this. I never said it before, but this is New Year's Eve in Thailand. It's New Year's Eve everywhere. And this is the way the Thais celebrate it. If you stay with me for the rest of this video, you might even see some fireworks. How about that? So here we are under the parasols, okay? And I can tell you this much, I'm the only sane one amongst them. They're all eating seafood, shellfish that hasn't seen a refrigerator in about 5 hours. They must have a different constitution to us. Anyway, they come all the way down here to sit under parasols. I mean, where's the sense? Where is, Harry, be careful there. Where is the sense in that? What? Don't touch it, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Where is the sense in that? It's the guts of 130 kilometre. Harry, will you get away from the tripod while I'm doing that? Harry, I'm trying to do this. It's the guts of 130 kilometres. Pardon the interference. The guts of 130 kilometres to get down here. They come down here, and what do? They sit under parasols, drink Regency brandy with soda. Brandy with fucking soda. I mean, where would you get it? I swear to God. And eat shellfish that hasn't seen the inside of a refrigerator in 5 hours. There you go. I couldn't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'll stick to my Gilbies. Yay, there you go. So guys, it's quite a few hours later, and look, you don't need me to tell you, just have a look around you. They pay money to buy chairs to see fireworks. I mean, who in their right mind? Am I alone here? I don't think I am. I mean, if I want to see fireworks, I'll just go and see them and I'll go home. But it's only 20 to 6. So they have another 6 hours before the fireworks happen. And the place is a sea of people. Have a look at this. I mean, there you go. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It's an absolute sea of people. And you might say to yourself, isn't it wonderful? Maybe it is wonderful. But for me, it's not wonderful. It's not something I do myself. Why would I be in the maddening crowd if I could be sitting alone in a bar drinking a gin? And of course, the obligatory sellers, look. I will say this much, there is no shortage of absolute knockout girls. I mean, god damn. I mean, you wouldn't be anywhere else. I mean, honest to God, you wouldn't be anywhere else. I'm trying to contain myself. I really am. But look, they can't contain themselves because they're waiting for the fireworks. I can contain myself with that in regard to that. But what I find very hard to contain myself in regard to is me gin and women. But the gin I'll have and the women I won't, because I'm down here with the wife. I'd say tonight would be a great old night, I swear to God. Stick with me and see what happens. Guys, I had to get up off the beach. They're playing too much music down there and I couldn't talk to you because of copyright and all this stuff. Myself and Harry just went to McDonald's and we had our feed because I wouldn't eat half of this shit. That's just me. I mean, it's so, for me, I don't want to wake up tomorrow morning feeling sick, so therefore I'm not going to bother. Her family are down there. They have shrimp in plastic bags sitting there for hours on end. I mean, come on. They're made of different stuff than we are. Anyway, they're all here. This is what this is all about. This is all about New Year's bloody Eve. Who gives a shit? Who gives a damn? It doesn't matter. I spent my life avoiding New Year's Eve. And all of these are coming around going, fireworks. Who gives a damn? I don't give a damn. She gives a damn. So we've got to sit on this bloody beach. It's 6:15 for the next 6 hours. 6 bloody hours just to see some fireworks. What the hell? I've got a little bit of respite. I don't have to sit here for 6 hours. I've got something to do. I've got something to do online that's going to take me 45 minutes, and it's going to take me half an hour to get back up to the hotel room to do it. So I'll be gone for the guts of 2 hours, and I'll really enjoy that time on my own. They're all sitting there waiting for the fireworks. Who gives a... I mean, have a look. It's absolute bedlam. Absolute bloody bedlam. I mean, what is the point? What is the point? For me, what is the bloody point? You see it as it is, lads. This is it. This is New Year's Eve in Pattaya. What is the bloody point? There's someone on his own. Look, fair play to him. Off you go. Go and have a coffee. Don't stay up till fucking 12 o'clock just to see bloody fireworks. Such simplicity, I swear to God. The Thais can be so simplistic. They really can. And there's all the food there, look. The bedlam, the absolute bedlam of it. Well, it's much later on, and this is the biggest load of it really is. This is the last place I want to be, honest to God. There's just too many people here, and it just takes away from the whole enjoyment of the thing. I'm going to pan around and you'll see what I mean. Can you see that? There isn't room to move. All to wait for some bloody fireworks. I mean, who gives a shit? I mean, I don't know if you're on the same page as me, and I hate that phrase. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but what's the point? What's the bloody point? There's bars across the road. You could be sitting in a bar enjoying yourself rather than sitting on a beach for 6 bloody hours waiting on some fucking fireworks. But anyway, I'm under contract. She wants me to take a video of the fireworks because she thinks people are interested in that kind of thing. Maybe you could prove her right and prove me wrong. So next time I put the camera anywhere, it'll be pointed at the fireworks. But that's going to be another 2 hours from now. And I've got to sit on one of the lowest deck chairs ever bloody made. And whether or not I'll be able to get out of it is another story. Well, you join me about 2 hours later. And believe it or not, where I'm from, these things are absolutely illegal. We can't have them at all in Ireland. But I can tell you, one good thing about this is there's no crowd management and there is not one bit of trouble. Not a police officer in sight. I swear to God, lads. So look, I'm not one to stand on ceremony, and I'm not into this kind of thing at all. But she wants me to show you the fireworks. So it's about 5 minutes to go. So give me that. I'll be back in a sec. So it feels like a fitting time to say thanks a million for all your support throughout the year, lads. There's lots more to come on the channel going forward. But sit back, relax, and enjoy this. Lads, I say a lot about Thailand, but I must say there hasn't been 1 ounce of trouble here tonight. There's no crowd control, there's no law enforcement in sight, and everyone is super well behaved. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, there's people as far as the eye can see. I'd say there's more than 200,000 plus people around. It's just finished, and it's as calm as you want it to be. Anyway, we'll reconvene a bit later on. The beer bandit's there, just to give you a heads up. He's on the Regency. Am I in focus? He's on the Regency brandy. So we're reconvening. It's the next morning. It's 25 to 8 on Thursday, the 1st of January 2026. Last night was mayhem. I mean mayhem. Coming back up from the beach, it was like the apocalypse. It was incredible. There was a river, and that's the best way I can describe it, a river of people, more or less going in both directions and crossing the road. I had to cross it. I had to cross the path of the people on the I had to cross their path. And it was incredibly difficult to weave through. And motorcycles were trying to go through as well. And then the walk up to here, it's a kind of a channel, a kind of a road that goes up directly to Pattaya Beach Hotel. Runs beside, if you're, just give you some kind of perspective, the Hilton Hotel on the left, and you just walk straight up. But God Almighty, it was something else. It was something else. And just to tell you, I went in to Starbucks, and this is to highlight the absolute mayhem of last night here. I have the receipt here for 260 baht for a tuna mayo sandwich and a large cappuccino. And the time I was served at was 11 p.m. and I was the last customer. It was thronged. And when I say I had a tuna mayo sandwich, it was the last thing on the shelf, with the exception of one or two dog-eared pastries. And the girls were so tired, you could see it. They were working flat out. 7-Eleven here on Beach Road, up at the top by the Hilton Hotel. They had staff with tables outside in the car, well, not car park, but outside 7-Eleven. From 5 o'clock in the afternoon, selling ice, plastic cups, Coca-Cola, fizzy drinks, soda pop and all this kind of stuff. They had all their staff working, and the shelves in 7-Eleven were almost bare, but they were trying to replenish their stocks. This night, or last night, was a total and utter success for Pattaya. It was a bonanza for the local businesses and the hotels. And the thing that struck me, and I said it earlier on, I said it last night, was there was no visible sign of crowd control or crowd management. There was absolutely no visual sign of law enforcement. And there was no visible sign of first aid medical care. But there must have been a couple of 100,000, if not more, people down on that beach last night. It was incredible. And there wasn't, not that I could see, there wasn't an ounce of trouble. There was certain cases where there was no room to walk on the beach, and people were trying to weave through the deck chairs. And some people were asking if people could move their deck chairs. The only ones that I'd noticed doing that were Europeans. And they weren't being abrasive. They were being a little bit, let's say, argumentative, because they couldn't find their way through. But there was nothing really to speak of. It was incredible. Incredible. And I would have loved, you see, this is my problem. I have a GoPro, but I don't use the GoPro so much. I have a large camera, and I really wanted to get the sentiment or the feeling of the madding crowd last night. I can tell you, I've been in some big crowds in my life. In 1979, the Pope came to Ireland, and there was 1 million people in the Phoenix Park in Dublin. And I'll never forget that. And I could see people as far as the eye could see, 1 million people. And last night, as far as the eye could see in both directions on the beach, it was the same thing. I tell you this, lads, I'm not big into fireworks, as I said. I'm not. I just don't see the point. And I was never big into New Year. It's okay, but I don't see the point in the countdown and all this kind of stuff. But I will say this, that when the Thais put on a show, they put on a show. When the Thais do something, they really do it. And it's refreshing. But I just on a wrap up for this video and a wrap up for the year, I suppose. Pattaya is not Thailand. I've said it before. When I arrived here yesterday, crossing that road down there to walk down to the beach, it didn't feel like the Thailand I knew. Excuse me. It didn't feel like the Thailand I knew. And looking around this morning, it still doesn't feel like the Thailand I know. But it's a wonderful place. It's a wonderful place. And the world and his brother were here last night. And it was great to see. Great to share a moment with humanity in our futile existence. So there you go, lads. That was Pissed Off in Pattaya. That was me in Pattaya. And people have asked me, by the way, to branch out a bit more. I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. And I just want to say again, for all the guys who've helped me and buy me a coffee, there's your names there. Thank you so much for your support. And if you want to do the same, you want to help me out, you can scan the QR or click the link below in the description. I hope you've enjoyed this video, lads. The beer bandit didn't strike because he was drinking his brandy with his soda. And I don't know what their plans are today, but we're heading up to Pontootini from here. So that's at least a 200 kilometer. It's about a 200 kilometer trip, but we're stopping off in Bangkok on the way. So guys, make sure you join me again for another wonderful video. If you haven't done so already, click that like button, the share button, subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things. And I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me.